Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the High Ticket Coaching and Consultant Strategy and Growth Show. Now, if you're watching this interview anywhere else but within our private Facebook community called High Ticket Client Attraction Insider Circle, then definitely come check us out. We'd definitely love to have you. And that community was put together specifically for coaches, consultants, and service providers who are serious about getting up to that 6 and that 7-figure level. I think right now we just surpassed 6,400 members in our community. Again, so if you're a coach, consultant, service provider, and you want to be a part of an awesome, supportive community, definitely come check us out. Now, today, I want to introduce you to one of the members of our community, Barbara. Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, you're welcome. So tell the members of the community, what is that you do?
Basically, I'm a LinkedIn mentor. I help small business owners shine on LinkedIn. I walk them through the process to make their stellar LinkedIn profiles. And basically then we somehow set down the strategy, how to get where they want to get.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
And I work with them for a longer period of time, let's say 3 months. So actually they implement it because, you know, there's a difference between setting a strategy and actually implementing it. And this is where most of business owners are lacking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So in essence, so the main thing you teach is LinkedIn?
Actually, yes, but I use all the knowledge I acquired in more than 20 years in marketing, sales, sociology stuff. So basically, LinkedIn is not just a tool, but to me, it's something more basically, because to set up a good LinkedIn profile, you have to know what someone wants, what they want to achieve. They have to have their goals set up really good. You have to know marketing, you have to know about personal brand building, and a lot of things that you have to combine in a good LinkedIn profile.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to have the knowledge of the CEO and how Google works and stuff like this.
Yeah. So why LinkedIn out of all the different platforms? Why LinkedIn?
Actually, it's related to where I'm from. I'm from Slovenia in Europe. So, and let's say that LinkedIn is underdeveloped here as a platform. It's not that used. And there's a lot of wrong perception about LinkedIn because people just think, oh, it's just my online CV. And it's much more than that. And when I was challenged to do an elevator pitch of what I can do for someone, I was actually stuck because I couldn't put whatever I can help people with in 30 seconds. And then I was discussing with these marketing gurus in Slovenia what is lacking, and they said, okay, why don't you go on LinkedIn? And so I said, okay, I will give it a try. I started learning. I found some companies in the United States where I started my learning process, and after half a year, I was ready to go on the market with it. But it took me, let's say, half a year to truly understand its potential and how I can implement my knowledge into it.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about LinkedIn? What is LinkedIn's potential?
Actually, LinkedIn is your personal brand. It can be your business card online, but if you want, it can be much more than this, because think of it as your personal landing page. And the thing is basically that LinkedIn is owned by Google. So it uses the same algorithm as Google use, and you can get into the results much higher than you would get into your own personal page. So if you know how Google operates and you implement it on LinkedIn, if someone looks for the keywords, you will be for sure the result number one on Google.
Hang on, Google owns LinkedIn?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought it was, well, isn't it Microsoft?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
So the same principles apply to LinkedIn that apply for Google.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So when it comes to, let me see, LinkedIn, what are a few mistakes you see most individuals make when they do get on LinkedIn?
Basically, they set up profile and they don't finish it. Or they neglect some part of it. For example, they set up the part of the personal picture, but they don't do the profile picture. Or let's say the most common mistake is they forget to shorten the public URL, because you have to have it shortened in order to get to the all-star profile. or they just copy their CVs in it. The section that is misused most is basically the about section, because many people just copy their CVs in it, whereas this is something that the part where you have to get a bit personal, tell people who you are, what you do, why do you do what you do, how did you get to this part, and at the end, how to get in contact with you. And people don't do this. And you know, when LinkedIn started, you had to have 500 contacts in order to be the all-star. Now you have to have your profile optimized, because LinkedIn went from this mess where you were accumulating contacts, whether they were some really good contacts or not, to quality now, because they're doing everything to get more quality to the platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long have you been playing around? Or how long have you been on LinkedIn?
Actually, I set up my profile in 2008. But honestly, I wasn't working on it up until a year and a half ago, when I was just, oh my God, my profile looks bad. And it really did. I did all the mistakes most of people do. But let's say after 3 months in my training about LinkedIn, I decided to go and set it up. Then it was the challenge, because, you know, choose the right keywords. Then I was in the process. I didn't know whether LinkedIn is something I want to have as a core business or something else. So I was a bit, I wasn't decided. So first, as I put before, you have to have a clear goal, what you have, what you want in order to make your profile work for you. Now I'm sure it's LinkedIn. I also started with these workshops. I'm doing public speaking about it in my country and in surrounding countries. So basically, now it's much easier. But until you are not decided what you want, it can be a bit challenging.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And who is there a specific type of individual, or let's say business owner, you think LinkedIn works the best for, and some individuals where it don't work? Do you have any examples of businesses and individuals it would work best for?
Actually, for everyone who wants to put themselves out, for everyone who has only one business they want to focus, because if you have 3 different businesses and you want to go on LinkedIn, you have to decide which one is the one you will be working on it. Mm-hmm. Then I don't know, it's not for some businesses like, I don't know, hairdressers and beauty and stuff like this, because the public, it's not looking for this kind of stuff on LinkedIn. But the executive, small businesses, coaches, it's a great platform, because if they decide to put articles and other media on it, they can really get far with it.
Mm-hmm. And what's the best strategy when you teach individuals how to actually get the traffic as well too from LinkedIn?
Basically, LinkedIn is a traction platform. You have to give the content that is really speaking to your public, and basically then you get people to contact you. So once you decide, you go on LinkedIn, but the first step is actually having a stellar profile in all cases. Then you decide whether you apply a strategy of posting, I don't know, 2 articles per week, and then you have to be consistent on it. And once you do it, for example, when I started doing, it took me the 2nd week, I was already getting inquiries regarding LinkedIn from companies and individuals. Mm-hmm. And it shows the more consistent you are, the more people know, and you have to bring value to the people. Mm-hmm. Actually, whatever you write, you put on LinkedIn, you have to have in mind, how can this help people that are reading?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, what about when it comes to LinkedIn, with the how do you is LinkedIn a substitute for having a website, or what's your perspective, or is it in combination?
It can be a substitute for your personal landing page. Mm-hmm. But in order to be so, you have to put the media in your experience section. You have to make it entertaining and interesting. That's the most important part. If you decide to use LinkedIn as your substitute for your web page, for the personal brand, actually then you have to be active on LinkedIn. And by active, I mean you have to put engaging content on it. You have to engage with people. When someone likes your article, you have to thank them. If someone comments, you have to reply. You have to be really engaging there, because on LinkedIn, as opposed to, let's say, Facebook and other stuff, it gets you really far if you are reacting to every reaction that you get.
Well, why do you think that's the case? So you're saying if you have comments, people are liking your stuff, whatever, responding will get you more traction?
I think that it can be the fact that basically the mindset of people here, it's a bit different than on other platform, you know, because this is more business oriented, and if someone makes a comment, it means that either they read your article, they read something, they analyzed your picture, and they took time to appreciate what you do. And it's good basically to appreciate it back, you know, because the givers gain, actually. When you give something, you get it back. So
yeah,
I think this mindset is a bit different on LinkedIn than compared to other platforms.
Now, what about, oh, go ahead.
There's not much vanity on LinkedIn if you compare it to Instagram or Facebook.
Okay, cool. So how does your services work? Do you do like a done for you service where you actually write individuals? Let's say someone needs help with their LinkedIn profile. Would you do a done for you to where you create it for them, or do you just more teach them how to do that?
I do both, because there are some executives who don't have time, and it would be too frustrating for them to learn everything, because even if you have everything written down, you know, there are steps to follow, and some people are just not good at that. So basically I have people contacting me to make their profile, so I work them. I have this set up questionnaire they have to fill out. They have to give me their CVs. They have to give me all their media to use, and they also give me access to profiles, so I set it up. I prefer it if people do it themselves. Also, I just teach them, I mentor them through the process, because this kind of people are the ones I like most in terms of they're most likely work on LinkedIn further, not just have this profile set up, and they're the ones that will get results out of it. So this is one thing, and let's say my package, or how to call it, is 3 months. In the first month we set up the profile, and in the consecutive months we actually follow if the strategy is working, we implement it, we amend it if it's necessary, and stuff like this. And let's say in the last 3 months I also started the workshops, which are basically the ones I'm invited to. I like to work with smaller groups, let's say up to 8 people, because I really like this individual approach, you know, because once you have a workshop, you have people with different knowledge on the subject, with different knowledge about internet and everything. And so I really like this personal approach, you know, because people get lost when you started writing headlines. They don't know what to put there, because they know I am this, but this is your past. On LinkedIn, you have to think about your future, where you are going. You always have to have this in your mind. I'm going there, so in order to get there, I have to use these keywords. I have to highlight these experiences and stuff like this. So teaching is better, you know, because once you teach a person, they will put their knowledge to good use, usually.
Yeah, love it. Now, question becomes what's one, besides LinkedIn, what's one skill as an entrepreneur you say you've really practiced that's really helped you create the success that you've created for yourself today?
Actually, it's persistence and my need to learn new things. I get bored really easily, so I always need challenges. And what comprises as something bad for most people, because when they have to learn something new, it's, oh my God. To me, it's a challenge. I really I like to learn new languages. I like to learn new stuff and stuff like this. So, and with LinkedIn, it's good, you know, because now they are rolling out some new features. And it's interesting because it's new, and with every workshop I have, I learn something new. So it's really good.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Okay, so you
I
said
have,
LinkedIn is rolling out a few new features, you said?
yeah, actually, LinkedIn is now rolling out stories.
Oh,
Uh, huh?
that's cool.
Yeah, it is. But with LinkedIn, is this so that basically when a new feature is out, they start rolling it out in USA, then Canada, and then the rest of the world, but not every user of LinkedIn gets it.
Yeah.
For example, they started with LinkedIn Live a few months ago. And what's interesting, and it shows that they're really into quality. In order to get the possibility to have live, you have to apply. And when you apply to get it, actually, you have to send them some kind of business plan or marketing plan, what you're going to speak about on live, when you're going live, how frequent, and stuff like this. So another new stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Love it, love
Yeah.
it. Barbara. Let me see. With if someone wanted to connect and take the next step with you, what's the best way for them to be able to reach out with you?
On LinkedIn. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on LinkedIn, so basically you can look me up as Barbara Imensek, if you can spell it or if you can write it down.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that's the best way. Even if people just want advice, I like it when people want to change and do next steps. So I'm also giving people advice. I started writing in Slovenian on my LinkedIn profile, but now I have some articles already written in English because I've been getting a lot of questions about non-Slovenian speaking people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a shame if they cannot use, because whatever I write, it's basically out of my personal experience, either with my clients and stuff. And so this is really a valuable lesson for everyone.
Yeah, awesome. Love it, Barbara. Wait, hey, thank you so much for making the time to be here today. Really appreciate it. Do you have any final thoughts before we end?
Uh, if you want to be present online, you don't have your personal internet site, think about LinkedIn, really. It's
Mm-hmm.
good. And if you want some, I can also prepare for the group some key points or whatever in order to help all your members, if
Mm-hmm.
you agree. So it's not a problem to me, just a few pointers for everyone to start.
Yeah, yeah. And I would say, yeah, if you can submit that, that'd be perfect. All we can do is either in the comment section of this video, as someone watches it, they'll be able to scroll down right below and get
Okay,
that resource. Sound good?
great. I will prepare
Awesome.
it, and I will do it in 2 days because I have other engagements,
Mm. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, well, awesome. Hey, Barbara, hey, great chatting with you today. We'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you for having me. It was nice meeting you. Yeah.